I was live on Twitch the other day, like I sometimes am. You should come follow me. And there was a viewer in chat asking interesting questions, and then they said they have a surprise for me. So I was thinking, like, okay, surprise. They asked for my sensitivity, like my momentum mod sensitivity, FOV, and they said something along the lines of, I don't know if QEtix will trust me enough to run an executable. So in my head, I'm like, all right, it's an executable that requires like my settings. What could it possibly be? And then I got sent this file, QEtix 2026.zip, 67 megabytes. Let's look inside. We have an exe file, there it is. We have a .pck, no idea what that is. And a bunch of DLLs here. Go dot. That sounds familiar. Let's look at this exe file. Go dot engine. I heard of this engine from the Bucky Roulette game. What's that game called? Buckshot Roulette. Let's look at the details. Looks fine. Now I wonder, what is this icon here? That's an interesting icon there. I wonder what that is. Well, should we boot it up? Good luck. Wait, there's a speedometer on screen. Oh, that's why they needed my sensitivity and FOV, I guess. Interesting. Now here we have a picture of what looks like a roided out bodybuilder. I see an FPS counter. I can't help but notice that I have like the default Quake view sway that they brought back in the Half-Life 25th anniversary update for some reason. Who likes this shit? You press A and D and the view goes like I see jumping blocks. They don't fall. Anything down? Okay, it's very dark. Let me boost my my monitor is maxed out. All right, I guess I will attempt to b-hop this. Oh, surf. More surf. All right. It's kind of hard to tell how far away anything is, but it doesn't look like it's that far away. I can't distinct the textures. It looks like Xash 3D on Android. It's just like plain texture. I actually wonder, like, what's the backstory behind this picture? It looks like it's everywhere. We have a GG here. Yeah, that does look like me. CD corner. I need to do a flawless run. Let's go. Shout out to NTXN, the person who made this. This is great. It's wonderful. Welcome to my task tutorial. Today we're gonna make a task. So this is what I usually do. DXT task studio new. Then we type in our FPS, which is never mind. Then we type in the name, which is gonna be QEtix. Then we're gonna do map QEtix, and then we're gonna set the FPS to 250 because I use HLKZ settings. And now once we're in the task editor, we can go ahead and open a secondary instance of the game. Very important, very crucial. And now if we make a change in the task editor, the second game client should update. Usually I like to do like a left-right type of pre-strafe type of situation. Move it with the previous segment. Now let's see, where can I jump? Not there. I can jump on this block, drag this, make it happen. Now if I can just extend it and keep going, then I'm gonna just do that, and it looks like it's aligning perfectly with every block until here. Where can I jump? It looks like not here, so let's just go ahead and jump on this platform. Keep going with S06, which is just, you know, left right wiggle strafing. It looks very good, to be honest, if you ask me. Now here we have a really tight 180 turn, which needs to be done in a specific way, right? So this right here can work, but what I want to do is use the optimizer. So in order to do that, I'm actually gonna go into the Half-Life folder, bring up the script, which should be QEtix bridged.ho task. Now once we have the script here, we can set this angle to like a perfect 180, and now I can use the B box to check where this is going. So I'm looking here at the positions, right? We see the X position is moving a lot, but the Y position isn't really moving at all. So this means we're going X and it's decreasing. So we're gonna go ahead and BXT task optim variable X by default, and we want to set direction to minimize. Now I'm gonna take this segment. We're gonna start from like here. I absolutely wanna keep the optimizer above these jumping blocks, because it's gonna try and cheat. It's gonna go down here. We don't want that. So we're gonna check like the height over here. It's like Z position minus 320, Z constraint above minus 320. So you can think of it as like Z above minus 320. So now it's going to stay above the jumping blocks, and we can just run the optimizer. Already found a better path. Now it's kind of cheating here, which isn't good. Oh, I can actually see the teleport triggers. Very interesting. Usually maps use a different type of teleport function that doesn't show up in BXT. I like when it does. It's very cool. Thank you, NTXN. So I guess I'm just gonna fix this path myself and just do like what I would kind of do, like something like this, right? Go ahead and optimize this path. I'm actually gonna set the optimizer to change single frames, which if you can't find any improvement with 0, it sometimes helps to set it to 1. It actually found a big improvement. God, apply the improvement, keep extending the path, and it looks like the jumps are happening to align very well, so I don't have to do shit. This segment is very long, so I'm just gonna fucking like split here, and this time around we are going in X maximize direction. So keep the variable X and just change direction back to maximize. Here we have a surf section. It looks like I cannot jump all the way here, so we're gonna have to surf. Always good practice to swap between 1 and 0, because 1 is gonna create, as you can see, it's gonna create many small frame bulks, and then you change back to 0, it has a lot more to work with. I'm actually gonna run the optimizer again, but this time I'm gonna change the variable to speed, meticulously finding extra bits of speed from like these surfs. Usually I change the strafing to S03, set it to like a perfect straight line, like a 0 here if I need to optimize for direction, but since we are bumping into a wall, losing speed, I can just optimize for speed and I don't have to do this. I'm actually just gonna start the timer on the first frame. Make sure the task doesn't break. If you add 1 frame at the beginning, remove 1 frame from this frame bulk that's like the same as this one, so it's not gonna make a difference. I'm gonna go like somewhere in the middle of the surf just to get more frames to work with. To be honest, this is like what most of tasking looks like, is just waiting for the optimizer to do things. Because it's a brute force optimizer, you can theoretically run it forever. It's never gonna stop finding improvements, and in fact it found a really big one here, 1230 speed. Okay, so as you can see, the optimizer is going very wide and the timing stops like, I don't know, let's say here somewhere. Now it looks like inside the chamber here at the end we still have the GG, we still have like the cutouts, but there's no Eskia nowhere. It's just my profile picture. It's going very slow. It looks like in slow motion, even though I'm playing it at full speed because the map is not very optimized. And my laptop is not exactly the best, but as we can see, this is what it looks like. I surfed there. This was my half joking task tutorial. If you actually want to learn how to task, you should watch Yalter's videos.